Some people who knew the two men killed on the new I-74 walkway are sharing their experience. One of them was 21-year-old Ethan Gonzalez. He worked at a Happy Joe's in East Moline. His co-workers are telling their stories in a Local 4 News exclusive. Local 4's Matt Holderman sat down with him to learn more about him.
Well, it's hard to put into words the recent deaths of 21-year-old Ethan Gonzalez and 18-year-old Anthony Castaneda, who both spent some of their last moments on Earth right here on the I-74 bike and pedestrian path. But one thing we can say for certain about both of these young men is that some people who knew them well and worked with them closely say that they were both a joy to be around.
Me and Ethan made our own pizza together, and when I made that, it really got to me.
Vincent Reich called Gonzalez a great friend the last 3 years of his life. The two originally met online playing video games and later met in person, bonding over similar interests and becoming co-workers at Happy Joe's.
He was obsessed with video games and anime, so that's our one thing we always talk about. We started building model kits together from an anime series, Gundam.
Now looking back, Reich is even more grateful for the time they spent together.
He was a great friend. He always understood, and he was there, someone to talk to. I personally thank him for everything that he's helped me with through.
And he's making sure to honor his late friend in a special way.
The one kid that I'm building now was a kid that he told me to buy. So I'm making sure it's perfect.
Ethan was one of those kids that would have done something, changed the world.
Faith Faulkner was another co-worker of Gonzalez who knew him well for 3 years. She says whenever she hired new employees, she'd have Gonzalez train them because she knew he got along with everybody.
He was so calm and just so together, and such a sweet kid. That he would have taken anybody under his wing.
Faulkner says Gonzalez would also talk about his friend Anthony Castaneda, the other person killed on the I-74 path.
So I didn't know Anthony very much, but from what I hear, he was an awesome kid too.
With both of them now gone, Faulkner says she's thinking about wise words Gonzalez would say.
It just makes you think about how life can be so short, and that we need to enjoy every precious moment of each other. Ethan would say, be yourself and don't worry about nothing else.
In East Moline, Matt Holderman, Local 4 News.
The third person hit on the I-74 bridge walkway also worked at this Happy Joe's. He's 22-year-old Charles Bowen. The workers tell us Bowen is out of the hospital now and doing a lot better physically.